Hello everyone. If you have been randomly using AI tools like ChatGPT or even for that matter Google for a research work, then hold on. Because in this video, I'm going to talk about two powerful AI tools in a combination of workflow, that is Perplexity and NotebookLM, that will not only make you 5 times more productive but even increase your output's quality exponentially. Not only that, we're also going to talk about a couple of real life use cases where we can apply this workflow, and there is also a bonus tip coming your way. So stick around and let's get started. Now, the first question that arises, why do we need two different tools? The answer to that lies in the fact that both of them serve different purposes. While Perplexity is known for its World Wide Web research, and it is able to browse through the internet, come back with real time resources and citations of the link, there is an issue with that as well. Every time you do a research, Perplexity is going to throw you different results because it's going to again look into the entire internet again. On the other hand, NotebookLM is known for going deeper into the resources that are attached to it, be it in the form of PDF or any other document. Therefore, what it means is that it is going to reduce hallucination to a lot of extent, and it is going to specifically rely on the resources that we share with it and do the deep analysis basis that. So by combining Perplexity and NotebookLM, on the one hand, we are able to capture the broad search capabilities of Perplexity, and then we are able to build upon that using the specific deep focus analysis that NotebookLM does. So this is the benefit of the workflow that we are going to suggest for today's session. Let's take an example of an interesting use case. Suppose you want to do some self-learning. Let's say study about any topic. Our workflow using AI can accelerate your learning curve exponentially. Let's say you want to learn more about personal finance. You can actually listen into multiple podcast topics, each of which will probably take hours and more in duration. So it will take a lot of your time. Or here's a smarter way that you can do using our workflow. First, we will go to Perplexity and give it a prompt asking it to create report from popular broadcasts on personal finance, and also ask it to club it with credible sources like CNBC, etc. Finally, cite the links so that we can use them in NotebookLM. Within seconds, Perplexity scraps through the entire internet and brings back to me personal finance podcast, a well-structured report which includes philosophy, core principles, and investment advice. Now let's copy these links to NotebookLM. For this demo, let's create a custom report within the instructions, asking it to summarize these podcasts and maybe suggesting beginners on how to create their journey of personal finance. In a few minutes, it has generated a detailed report. And the good thing is that it goes through credible sources on sensitive topics like finance. It generates without hallucination and with all cautions like information on allure versus reality, red flags, misleading advice, and actions for beginners all being provided. See, what could have been hours of work is accomplished in minutes. And here's a bonus tip. If you want, you can also generate an audiobook of the results of NotebookLM, because NotebookLM does give us multimodal output facility, and you can create a sort of mini summary podcast of your own, compiling information from all the master podcasts. Now let's try to analyze a market trend and latest news. Let's try to capture impact of AI on job market. First, we'll give it a detailed prompt to Perplexity to create a concise research report on how AI is impacting today's job market and its future outlook. We specifically ask it to use credible sources like World Economic Forum, Goldman Sachs, McKinsey, Deloitte, etc. It include real-world sentiments from credible sources like Reddit. I even ask it to cite sources at the end for the use in NotebookLM. And there it is. Perplexity crawls through web creating a detailed report and even shares the link at the end. Next, let's copy the links to NotebookLM and ask it to generate report. The good thing about NotebookLM is that it has multiple custom templates to build reports, and for this demo we are actually going to use one of those. Let's use the strategic analysis one. Alright, the report is now generated, and as you can see, it has started well with the introduction and background. It talks about context, how job landscape is evolving with AI. So overall, a great report in terms of the structure and depth that we achieve with the usage of NotebookLM. So whether you're building a presentation for client or you're doing some research for yourself, the idea is not to use different tools, but use the right set of tools in the systematic way. With the help of Perplexity and NotebookLM, not only able to generate great high quality inside reports, but also establish a new standard of impactful research. I hope you guys like this video. Please do let me know in the comment box your thoughts on the same, and see you guys in the next video. Thank you.